This popped in my head and I wanted to quickly make a video about it because I think a lot of guys go through this, whether it's consciously, subconsciously, or unconsciously. And they essentially have such big egos. Bring this back to the middle. They essentially have these, like, as guys, it's just, it's fucking how it is. We have big egos. We want to feel like we know everything and we can figure out everything on our own and no one can tell us any better, right? But we say those things. Like, we'll say things like this too. We'll just be like, well, I know what I got to do. I just got to lock in. Like, well, no kidding. Like, that would be like me saying, well, I know, like, I want to run this ultra marathon of like 150 miles and all I have to do is run. Like, that's all I have to do. But I don't go do it. Right? Why? Because essentially we lack self-belief and we don't really want to admit that, right? When it comes down to doing the thing, we don't do it because we lack the self-belief. We're just like, like, what if this isn't a guarantee? What if this doesn't pay off? What if I don't reach the goal? Right? And I think guys don't think about this stuff consciously. They just let it kind of dissipate into the back of their brain as another thought, and they go about their life the same comfortability, and they don't ever put themselves through the uncomfort to achieve the goals that they want to achieve, right? And it's like, that's just being in your own way. It's just another way of being in your own way. And I think it's so detrimental. I think that holds so many people back, men and women, thinking that, number one, thinking that, it's funny because it's ironically almost like, well, I just want to have a bit more information. And it all stems from the same thing. It's a mechanism that holds us back and helps us stay comfortable in this little box in our head. It's either, well, I need more information. I just got to know that one more thing and then I'm ready to start. But it's always another thing. In a landscape on here, and Instagram and TikTok and all this shit and Facebook Reels and YouTube and all this stuff, in a landscape of so much information and so much noise, it is so easy to put off starting the thing you say you want to start, because you're always just thinking like, I'm gonna get that answer. I'm just waiting to hear and waiting to click. And it's like, the wheel's already been invented. Whatever you're trying to achieve, somebody else has likely done it, unless you're trying to fucking go to Mars or some shit, right? But it's like, there are people who have already done what you're trying to do. So doesn't it make more sense to hone in and listen to those individuals, and then within those individuals figure out, okay, I really like the way this guy speaks or this girl speaks. I really like their attitude. I like their authenticity. So I'm going to listen to just them, right? That's just the information aspect, right? And then there's, again, where I talked about like, well, I just got to lock in. Like, I just got to do it. And when you really like peel the layers back by saying that, it's just like, what sense does that make? Like, obviously, obviously, that's not the difference. The difference is building a system, write it down on paper, figure out actionable steps you can actually take that make you productive in getting to that goal, that end result, or getting yourself in momentum to move towards those things. It's really all there is to it.